Recently, I was doing a training for one insurance company, and in this training, the final, they will have an assessment. An assessment of what? Actually, they were supposed to approach their prospects and to get them to sign up. So basically, what happens during the assessment was that most of them, when they came in, when they start talking to the prospect, they went straight into business. Now, I wouldn't recommend that. Why? Simply because the prospect doesn't know you. Now, if the prospect doesn't know you, will you think that he will start to talk about business straight away? I don't think so. So that is why, please remember, the next step after you have prepared yourself, once you have secured the appointment, then is to go and meet the prospect. So that is where there are few steps in terms of what you need to do when you are meeting the prospect for the very first time. Now, first and foremost, when you are in front of a prospect, introduce yourself. And also, please hand over your name card. I do understand nowadays people have digital name cards. So you don't need physical name cards, then you show your digital name card. Next, after you have greeted them and you have given them your name card, the next part is please have a short chit-chat with them. People think that chit-chat is not important, but actually, chit-chat is very important. Some people call it small talk. Basically, it's the same thing. Now, why chit-chat or small talk is so important? It's simply for you to break the ice and also to start building rapport with your prospect. Now, once you have slowly building that rapport, then you only move on to the next one. Now, what are the chit-chat topics that you can talk about? Talk about something that is very general. For example, about the weather, about whether they have eaten or not, and also about the environment that they are in. For example, the office. If you find that the office is new, then you can talk about the office, or you can talk about the traffic coming over here. So those are the conversation openers. Now, once you have started the chit-chat, and when you move into the actual proper of talking about the business, then always start by asking questions. Now, why do you need to ask questions? It's simply because you want to understand the prospect's needs. Do not start to talk about what you have or what are the things that you want to promote to them without understanding the prospect's needs. Please understand them. Why? Simply because later on you are going to do a matching in terms of your products or your services to the needs of the prospect. There are two types of questions you can ask. One is what we call as open-ended question, and the second type is what we call as closed-ended questions. Now, open-ended questions are 5W1H questions. The what, where, when, who, why, and how. Now, when you ask open-ended questions, it is simply to allow the prospect to be able to share more information about their fears, about what they need, about the specification. So these are some of the things that you can ask for. Now, the next part of the question is closed-ended questions. Closed-ended questions are asked when you want to confirm certain information that are provided by the prospects. For example, is this the specification that you want? Is this the size that you want? You want the delivery to be on this date? Yes, just to confirm those information that you have received. So please remember, when you meet your prospect for the first time, never start talking about business. Greet them, move on to chit-chat, and then ask questions so that you can understand the prospect's needs. And once you have understood the prospect's needs, then we can move on to pitching.